Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to another episode here on the Modded Eriador Server. Yes, we are back for some more. Isn't that funny how that renders in the background there? It shows it, then doesn't show it. But I think it's because we're in F5 mode, rather than the other way around. So yeah, welcome guys. We are somewhere a little bit different, as you can see. I've been doing a little bit of work in between episodes. Let's just get our armor on, and I need to do the old put that back in and out because it stops working when you log out and log in again. And now it's working again, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can see I've set up this room with all these much more caches than we had before, and also we've got a few more of these compacting drawers, so much so that we've got some that aren't used, and I've rearranged everything, so we've kind of got normal ores and stuff that we use quite a lot, plus the ones that don't really need to go in a compact drawer because they don't do anything, and we've got some more room either side for more of those, and if we do come across anything else that needs in a compacting drawer we can, and a few more rarer stuff or stuff we don't use that often. So pretty good crafting station. We have a completely empty storehouse here and a storehouse in use over here, but that's going to change as well. And this is kind of all the clays so far, and kind of mob droppy and food kind of stuff and seeds and that kind of stuff over there. This is all my woods, my normal run-of-the-mill stone, and then other types of stones and blocks over here. So yeah, and there's going to be a storehouse in there as well. And we're going to kind of use the storehouse as a bit of a buffer, and also to store things. So like the wood items that we don't put in here, like slabs and steps and things like that, will go in this storehouse because that's going to feed this wall here. This storehouse will kind of feed this wall here, and then this storehouse is going to feed all the ores, and that's where we're going to have it. And we might have one more storehouse as a general junk sort of storehouse, or everything else, I'm not sure yet, but we've got that set up. There is nothing behind these caches. They do not automatically go in. We still got wall there, so I've got all that to do. Let me just show you where we are. As you can see, we are underground. I've got a few machines over here as well, and we are in the village. So let's go up the top, and you can see we've kind of got part of a house built. So if we go down this village and look this way, I think that looks pretty cool. I'm liking how that is coming out. We've got some orange trees from the Aether. So it's still sealed in. We will unseal it at some point, but yeah, we've only got the front side of this done because when we go on this side, there is nothing. We've run out of quartz. I've got no more quartz, so I've got two options, and I've covered this up, by the way. This is man-made, just to cover up what's underneath, and when we get an outer skin on this, I'm thinking that what we'll probably then do is kind of support it with concrete pillars or something like that, so as if it is a real life sort of house that's elevated over the thing, rather than building all this land up. We'll probably do that, so that's the plans there. But yeah, with the quartz we've got two options really. We can either go to the nether, or we can make it. This is modded, so we're going to make it. That's one of the things we're planning. I've moved these across, so they were over in that space there. So they're now going to sit. This is going to be my main arrivals room for anyone coming here. We've got the spawn town thing. We'll go there in a second just so you can see what it's like. So we kind of spawn on here, and then if we go down one, I've got my own little portal room. So we can go to places like the Autumn Woods, we can go to the old Noobtown base, we can go to the desert, we've got the Mesa biome. If we find other places we want to go to as well, I've got room to expand those and put more of them in. Perhaps we want a quick way to somebody's base or something like that, I could do that, and then obviously it goes down into here. But let's go to Newtown because Peddy has been busy with Blaze, and I think Rika as well. And look at this, doesn't this look awesome? They have been building this as a portal hub, so nice places. Fair enough, spawn town. Yeah, so some of these already work. Oh, that's pretty good. We've got one to the end as well. We've got the ones for all the users on here, so all the users have got their own, going all the way around here, and we've got the option to decorate it how we want inside as well. So some guys have started doing that. Peddy's just put a basic floor and he's got one to either of his bases, so that's pretty cool. We can go look at his base. Rika's the same, and yeah, Chris has decorated his floor, so we've got to do that yet, so maybe we'll do that later, I don't know. We'll see what time we get, but yeah, I quite like this idea, the fact we've got one to the end as well, but then we might set our own to the end in our own base, I'm not sure yet. Let's head back and let's get some whoa, that does happen. Right, okay, so we need to make things, and when the server catches up and I can get down there, we will do just that. Okay, we're downstairs, so what we're going to do, so I've packed up a lot of my stuff from the sort of Newtown base, and these are all the basic machines I had, and in here we got the filters, and in here we've got all the other machines we had, so that's all our ore processing stuff. So we might use some of that, but there is a way to make, so let's just have a look at this. So if we want to get quartz, the way to do it is basically through soul sand. So if we look at this, we can make it with these quartz berries, but they take a long time to grow, and you've got to use glass as well, so we're not quite sure about that. You can smelt that ore, well, we don't want to do that, but we can sieve soul sand. So I've done a little bit of that, and you get 2 100% chance and 33% chance, so yeah, so it's pretty good for generating it. And soul sand we can actually craft, so that's pretty good, because although you can smelt it with induction smelter, so sand and spooky flour gets you 1, this gets you 6, so it's less sand, so same amount of spooky flour but less sand. That's the way to get that. You can get it as an off chance from a sludge boiler, but we don't want to do that, so this is the way we're going to go. And spooky flour, that's just made from the spectral wheat. So if we grow spectral wheat and pulverize it, we get spooky flour. So that's pretty good. Yeah, not sure whether that's a good thing or not, but that's the way we're going to go. And I say we can grow this wheat because we've got the seeds from the nether chest, so we can do all those sort of things. So what I need to do is set up a system whereby we grow the wheat, we stick it into a pulverizer, we then craft that with sand, so we'll probably have to have a sand machine as well, so we'll probably do that by sieving cobblestone into gravel and then into sand. So we'll have sand being made, we'll have the wheat and sand then going together. We'll probably use an acrylic assembler, is that the way we say it, and we'll assemble that. In fact, if I brought one of those over, we got one here: crucible, pulverizer, spawner, grinder, furnace. No, it doesn't look like we've got one here. I did think we had one, but we were using the other ones before, weren't we? So we're using the auto packers before. So yeah, so perhaps we'll put one of those together as well, and just extruder, pulverizers, yeah, furnaces. No, we haven't got it, but we do have some sieves. And I got one up there as well because I was making some, or sieving some soul sand. So I think what we're going to do is make an area for this to go, because this is our nice room, and I'm kind of thinking if I go off in these directions, we're only at Y59, and to be honest, if we go outside and look, even though it's night time, when we come down here, we are 64, so we're only 5 above, and if we end up going out in those directions, this way is not too bad actually. We probably could build a temporary room off there, but I think what we really need to do is have an area for all our machinery. So yeah, we haven't got one yet, but I think what I'll do is I'll go down and we'll have a junction, then we can go off 4 different ways and make some corridors and rooms and start making proper rooms for machinery. And this is what it looks like. Yes, through the magic of building. So I've kind of started off. I wanted to have a sort of ruins kind of feel, or not ruins, but subterranean sort of temple thing. So we've gone with the theme of these sort of stones which are from the Aether dungeon. So yeah, I think it works quite well. Put some skulls in the mix amongst it. So we've got the capabilities of going off different sections, and we've done one for now, which is this room here. So we've kind of got a whole archway going through and into our room, and it's not quite finished inside, but I thought I'd bring you in now because we've kind of got this going, and I've had it going for a little bit. That's 86%, that's 71, so that's kind of growing. As you can see, this here I've put in as well. I was initially going to do just this spectral wheat. However, this is something Paddy created. Go and check out his channel how he put this together, because this is an awesome thing. We've got one thing to add to it, which we're going to add up there, but yeah, I've kind of left this just working a couple of days on the server, and we've got, well, 48 of those, and we've got 18 of those. So, you know, slowly but surely, it is producing what we need to produce. And the way it's doing this is we've got a harvester at the back there, as you can see, and underneath here there's a planter. So that harvests the items. Just go around the back, as you can see here. So we've got a harvest, that's harvested. The items are then going into this chest, and then things are being pulled out the chest. So out the bottom we've got it filtered. We can't quite see the filter. Where's the filter? No. Let's go down. There it is there. So basically that's filtering ghost seeds. So yeah, that's doing that. So ghost seeds are coming down here and then going in this planter and then being replanted again, and that's just going to store them up there. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. That's working away. Got a little energy thing set up here as well. We've started using these transfer nodes now because they're just better than the redneck pipes. And the great thing about these as well is you can connect them to normal pipes, and these will, the transfer pipes will carry the energy as well. So yeah, that's all working for there. So we only have one pipe to carry the energy and the items. So that's pretty cool. And then we'll have energy going across the top here because that's going to power something else. And then out of here we've then got a filter which is filtering the skulls and yeah, and soul sand, and so that's taking it to, it doesn't actually need the soul sand because the soul sand doesn't come in there, but it's sending the skulls to there when they get harvested. Underneath there is then another filter here which is essentially taking the spectral wheat, and that's taking this all the way over to this machinery here which is pulverizing the wheat, and then we've got a cyclic assembler. And over this side we've got ingenious extruder making cobblestone, and that's making gravel. As you can see, it's all paused at the moment. It's making sand because the thing we're lacking is the spectral wheat. So when that gets pulverized and put in there, it's coming out of there, going in here. It then makes the recipe, which yeah. So click over there, it doesn't show it on there, but basically it's sand and spectral wheat, and it makes it so six flour, and yeah, it makes the soul sand, and that then comes out the bottom and goes into this one here. So this is the bit that's really slow. So we need to do something about that, and I say Paddy came up with this, so go and check his channel out to what he's done. But we're going to put something here which is going to speed up this process. So we need one of these, an imaginary time block, which is fairly easy to make. We actually had some iron casings left over. In fact, look at the recipes quickly. That's just iron and those, and actually it makes 4, and that's the nice thing about this recipe. Looks complicated, but actually it makes 4. So when we look at these, that makes 4 of them, which is what we need. And then these, so yeah, it's 4 of those, which makes 4, and it just needs these. So it's a little bit expensive, but actually we only need sort of 5-6 blocks of that. So it's not too bad. And a little bit of mangalloy. Mangalloy? Yeah, mangalloy, that'll do. Which is just steel round some redstone. So again, fairly simple to make, just a little bit of crafting to do. And we have an imaginary time block, which basically holds shift. It just says requires 500 RF tick. And it increases crop growth, and that's what we want it to do. We want it to speed up crop growth, more so that we get this wheat to get the soul sand going, so we can start sieving it, because that's really what we want it to do. The skulls are just a byproduct of doing this here. So has that got RF? I presume it's getting RF. Nothing's happening here at the moment. 450 RF out of 1000. So yeah, that should start speeding up, I guess. Nothing happening there at the moment. Have we got it close enough? It's up quite high, isn't it? Oops, press the wrong button. That doesn't help. I guess that's the thing, isn't it? It's got to make sure it's getting enough power and we're not using. So that's got plenty of power. So just says 450 RF, and how much did it say it uses? I can't remember now. But that's not going very quick there. Maybe it needs to come down a little bit. What do you reckon? Because it is at quite high there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring it down a block if we can, because that's not going any faster. Now, do I have my cables with me? I bet I don't, because I did drop them all off. Yes, let me go and get them. Aha! That seems to be working. Yes, you can see now the growth on there. It's growing straight away. The skulls are being harvested straight away. What do we have in there? We've got 23 in there now, have we? So hopefully 24. Yeah, that's going to start producing skulls quite quickly, I think. And also, it's going to start this up quite quickly as well. As you can see, it's already pulverizing. It's already doing its stuff. That's then going in here, and we've got this set, by the way. This is just a way of setting up. So on the input side, the top layer is going to be sand, which comes from that side. The purple layer is going to be the spooky flower coming on that side, and it means, because the sand is being produced faster, or it was, essentially it's not going to fill up with sand only, and then that would cause a problem. So I split those sides up there, and as you can see, that's now producing more sand because it needs to. So yeah, that's all good. So it'll be interesting now to see, and that's already gone up now already, hasn't it, up to 66. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how well that grows. So I think what I'm going to do is finish off the rest of this room, get it looking nice, and yeah, we'll see how much of this stuff we can grow, ready for sieving, and then we can get this place finished at the top. Got the room finished, and I think I'm going to let this run for a bit. As you can see, I've removed the nether skulls, or the wither skulls rather, because just whilst I was building this room, we gathered over 1,000, so it was kind of ridiculous really. I don't think I'm going to need that many. The server's hopefully got a source of power now as well, which Peddy's using his skulls for, or rather his nether stars for, so we might go and look at that next time. But yeah, so I kind of stopped there for a minute. I want to concentrate more on getting this. We've already had about 500 out of it. As you can see from over this side, we've got 1,213 quartz. We can gather 40,000 there, so that's pretty good. Now the way I've set this up at the moment is that this is going to be filling up with the soul sand from this here, as you can see. Now when this cache gets full, that is then going to automatically produce nether quartz for me. And let me just show you how we're doing that quickly. If we come round the back, you will see let's go up here. So this is where the cache is for the soul sand, and the way these pipes work is it goes searching each pipe to sort of place the item, and it can obviously find that there at this point. Now when that's full, it can no longer place things, so it'll then carry on searching these pipes, and it'll put it into this ender chest here. Now this ender chest, as you can see, is linked to that one over there, and I've just put it there just as an easy means. We could get the pipe going across, but it's less pipes, isn't it? So so yeah, the soul sand will then come in this chest here, which has a what's name underneath it, a storage energy cell, that's the word I'm looking for, and that's being powered by 2 dynamos, so that should be absolutely fine. So that is then powering this sieve, so that'll then sieve, and then as you can see under here it's got the node, and that's then taking these items into these 3 caches here. So that's how it's filling up. I think I'm going to leave it now, let it get a bit of quartz. As I say, we've got just over 1,000 in there now, which is not too bad. But we might need a few more. 1, 2, 1, 3. Takes 4 each time. So yeah, it's about 300 blocks of quartz. I think I need a few more though for my my build. You know, guys, I think we are just about done with the exterior of this house. Now we've all got that extra quartz. Let's give you a little flyby around this. And I'll then sort of go and show you the details. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. I've stuck with the same sort of colours. So I've put a little staircase just up the side here, so we can come this way if we want, and up the stairs, and then this comes along here to a little doorway and into the upper area, and then we've got this open sort of atrium type thing, which has some glass missing. Why did I not notice that? I think it's quartz is what I was waiting for, and that's why it hasn't got it. So let's put that in while we're here. Yeah, so I've kind of we've got this atrium going here. I've done this design here, which I've used before in the past, but basically using water behind it, which makes a nice little sort of water feature hanging down, and that carries on down beneath, but it is a bit sparse. Not quite sure what to do here. It doesn't quite meet there. I guess I could put in stained glass there rather than blocks. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, but that kind of works. We don't actually have a staircase down, so we probably need to put that in somewhere, but I'm not sure where. So this is the main entrance in. Got our orange trees growing there, got a little bit of water in there, so we would come in through the entrance. For now I've just put these blocks around here. I might sort of, you know, accent them a little like that, but they're also used for lighting. So we've got our main sort of portals here, the down, the portal to there, to the spawn area, the portal to the Aether, and obviously to the Nether. So this is our kind of, this is where people arrive. If they arrive here from spawn, this is where they're going to arrive. So, but my thoughts are they'll probably go out there first of all because they don't see this entrance. So, yeah, whether we take that away, perhaps have just the 1 block there for the light on it. I don't know. We'll have to play around with the interiors. But yeah, otherwise I think that looks pretty good. We've got some room to do some decorating in here. And so just go outside and look at the detail. So I've used these strips, the micro blocks, which are these blocks of quartz strips. So they're fairly easy to make with the saw. I've used the wood blocks where I can. The roof I've got it flat at the moment. So one of the ideas, I know we have a good supply of power on the server, but I might use it for solar power, solar generation. We probably ought to, being a modern house, so I might set up some independent power supply there. And then underneath here I've just sort of shored it up with brick, so this is just cobblestone chiseled, so that sort of shores up the building. And then we've got these support pillars as well, which kind of hold it in, and these are just little, you know, little accents to make it not look so plain, if you like. The lighting and the shadow, I think yeah, makes that a little bit better. So there it is, and we've got a little bit of resources going on downstairs. I've used a ton of quartz to do that, an absolute ton of it, but I think we've still got a little bit left if we come along and have a look. Has this stopped again? It has. I'm going to have to sort that out. So yeah, we've still got over 1,000 quartz in there. I think we had up to 4,000 at one point. We've now got 4,000 back in there. The sand, so we've probably used about 4,000 pieces of soul sand to turn into quartz and that sort of thing. Yeah, the problem with this is not that, but this bit round here. Let me show you. So yeah, down, where are we going now? So that comes out, so right down through here, this has got spectre wheat in it, okay, as you can see. So that means it's trying to put the spectre wheat in here, but it can't because we're full of ghost seeds. Yeah, way too many ghost seeds. So the ghost seeds, which is not that one there, it's probably coming, where's the ghost seeds? Coming out the bottom here. So as you can see, ghost seeds, it's got nowhere to put them because this is full of ghost seeds. So we need to, it says consume stack on, consume stack off. No, I think it's got to consume the stack. I think it's got to take it away. So that's correct. So I think what we're going to do is, the way that these pipes work, it always goes to the shortest thing first. So that's the first point. So if we then take a pipe down and underneath and keep on going, we can put a waste disposal basket there, bin, whatever, and that will get rid of any excess. So when they don't go into, so when that's full and they're not going into it, you try to go up. So yeah, when this is full and it wants to go into it, instead it will just go into a bin instead, and we'll trash it. But as soon as I take one of these out, the spectre wheat can come in, that can then come in. As you can see, this is now starting to fill up and it's starting to harvest again. So yeah, need to get that sorted before we go on anymore, because it just stops it from working. The other thing I wanted to quickly show you as well, if I can find a way to it, let me have a look. Is there a way down here? There is a way down here. Here we go. So, or not. Let's get rid of user. There we go. Yes. Ba-bum. We have a spawner down here, which is a skelly spawner, and we haven't got one of those. So that's pretty good. We are going to have you, sir. Thank you very much again. Yeah, I was just happened to, when I was making this, I was just hearing all these noises. Let's go and have a look what's in here. Nothing really much of interest. There's my brown. I think we've got that one. We'll take them anyway. Yeah. Yeah, so I just noticed they were spawning, and it's supposed to be in a sort of spawn-free zone with the torch, and it wasn't. So yeah, we found a spawner nearby, which is pretty awesome. How do we get out of here? Down this way and out of here. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make that trash bin, and we'll probably end up putting it down here somewhere, because this is where we've got things coming. So yeah, if we did to there, let's do this properly. Have we got any on us? No. Let's put that in there, out the way a second. We'll keep that one, and it's I can't remember. No, the wall isn't made of that, is it? So what we need, where's my tracker stuff? Tracker stuff, one of those. So we can add a pipe there, and that will connect. Is that also connecting to something else? It is. I don't want it to connect there. Right. Do we also have in Trekker's bag any covers? No. Of course we don't. Can we make a cover? Yes, of course we can. Let's do that very, very quickly. Let's just make it out of cobble. Do one of those, and boom, we got some cobblestone covers. And put that there. Boom. Yes, that's good, because it's just really power going into there anyway, isn't it? Yes, lava going into there, so that's fine. So yeah, if we now extend this and put a cover there as well, just to make sure it's not connecting. Boom. We'll do one more, and then yeah, if we get rid of that lamp, we can put that somewhere else. And then if I get a waste bin and put that, let's put that there? Can I put it there? Put it there. There we go. So yeah, if we put a waste bin here, all the stuff that doesn't go in that will then go in the waste bin. Fantastic. And that's all we need to do. So yeah, I think that's probably where we're going to leave the episode today, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of building. It's taken me a long time. I spent many hours on this. Yeah, many hours. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Come back and join us again if you have. Do leave a like, subscribe if you don't already, and do go and check out the other guys on the server. Yes, the list is down there. Down here. So go and check them out, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.